Are you ready to discover the key to achieving lasting weight loss results?
We sure hope so because today we're going to share the secrets to achieving lasting weight loss results that actually stick. No more yo yo dieting.
Have you ever heard any health professional mention this way of looking at getting to an optimal weight?
No, no.
Optimal weight, it's a skill. That's the one thing, it's a skill.
Nobody's ever looked at it that way or even talked about it that way to say it's a skill.
In today's episode, we will reveal the single most effective strategy for reaching your optimal weight. Let's get into this. I'm pretty excited about this episode. I feel that the way we look at getting to the ideal weight after all our experiences and research and studying, it can flip it on its head if you can realize what we're talking about and make that switch. It comes down to this. You have to think of the way you get results is because of the actions you take, but the actions over a period of time consistently form habits.
Okay.
So if you think of the new habits and the benefits that you will receive, that's going to get you the results you want, which is optimal weight. But the key is that as you form those habits, you have to see ourselves doing the proposed plans of the action items to be changing those habits. I mean, besides me talking about this with you ever before and on this podcast, have you ever heard any health professional mention this way of looking at getting to an optimal weight?
No. Nobody ever talks about that because I don't even think they know how to look at it. It's just less calories equals weight loss. Or try this new gimmick, eat only meat, eat only vegetables, eat only this, eat only that. And it's just like, that is not going to help you have long-lasting weight loss results because it's something you got to change in here, right?
It's like a diet. Diet is a terrible word. I don't need to be on a diet. All I need to do is eat food to fuel my body with proper nutrition. I don't need to count points.
Correct.
I mean, how can you count points? I mean, how can you even count your calories accurately and really understand what you're eating?
Did our great-grandparents even count calories back then?
Yeah, it's a gimmick. It's a gimmick. So we got to build the habits to get the results from our actions, the proposed plans, right? With that being said, though, if you can focus on the one thing, what's the one thing you can focus on to make this happen? And when I say make this happen, to get to your ideal weight, where you can ideally get there by losing 1 or 2 pounds per week. That's reasonable.
Yeah.
Right? You don't got to try to lose 10 pounds in a week. That's just unreasonable. That's a fad diet.
Yeah, that's not going to work, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, have you tried any diet like that before?
No.
No, I haven't either. No. Well, actually, I take that back. I used to take pills and I can eat all the stuff I want to eat. Yeah, way back in the day. It didn't work.
These things never work.
No.
It never work.
No, so that's the target. We want to lose about 1 or 2 pounds a day. And the one thing is that to get to any optimal weight, it's a skill. That's the one thing. It's a skill.
Nobody's ever looked at it that way or even talked about it that way to say it's a skill that you have to learn. Because our parents never taught us this, right?
It's like financial management of money.
Yeah.
People are terrible with it. It's a skill.
Yeah.
Basketball shooting is a skill.
Yeah.
Driving a car, a skill.
Learning to write essays is a skill.
It's a skill.
Yeah.
To be able to think like an engineer is a skill.
Yeah.
So now if all these things we do in life are skills, why not get into our optimal health is a skill. And here's the beautiful thing about skills. Anyone can learn how to do it.
Yeah. Anybody can do it.
Yeah.
You're human, you can do it.
If you look at healthy habits, as skills, and you can actually change them to make them seem more attainable, then you're going to be able to get that result. And it's that simple. Think of it as a skill of simple action items you have to do. And when you start to do the things of the skills, the actions, you get the habits, consistently do the habits over time. What do you get? Weight loss.
Weight loss, yeah.
Yeah. So if it's skills, of course, to be an engineer, to be a dentist or a doctor or whatever it is, there's always a little sub skills you got to learn to do.
Okay.
So what are some of the strategies or things we can do to make this skill of losing weight and keeping it off attainable? You came up with this, that's fantastic. To get started, what's the one thing you can do to begin to lose weight?
And I think you should write a commitment letter to yourself, right? Because when you see it on paper, you basically writing a contract or a letter to yourself. It's very necessary for success, because when you see it, it will make sense. It will fall into place, versus if it's in your mind only. That's like writing down a grocery list. You don't write down a grocery list. And you go to the store, you're like, well, what do I need again? I don't know. I'll just pick this up or whatever. And you don't need it, right? Because it's somewhere up in the brain. Versus if you write it down, you see it, you're like, oh yeah, I will stick to my list. I will get what I need to get.
Yeah, that's so powerful, because now you take it, whatever's in your head,
Yeah.
and you write a letter to yourself and you're making a commitment. I think another powerful thing in this letter, you want to prioritize your self-care, which is losing the weight. But also, you want to write down, how does this serve you? When you lose weight, what are the things that are going to be beneficial to you?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it could be, I'll be able to run,
Yeah.
go on hikes, hang with my family, go shopping with the girlfriends, make a lot of good love with my spouse, right? It can go a long, long way. And that's a lot of things. Man, that's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
So commitment letter number 1.
Yes.
That's awesome. Okay, cool. I got the commitment letter. I'm committed. I know what I'm going to do. However, I just don't know what to do. I don't feel like I have the energy to move forward. What are some things we can do to kickstart and really motivate people?
Well, you could write your reasons of why you're doing this on cards, and keep it in a handy place, whether it's on your phone, on your mirror, at your desk at work, in your car while you're driving, or wherever, in your kitchen, or your refrigerator, wherever, right? And it's posted there for everyone in your family to see it as well too. But you keep reading that over and over until it becomes like so memorable that you don't even have to think about it, because you've seen it all the time. Because that is powerful. Seeing it, some people see things, they learn from seeing, some people learn from hearing. You need to attack all your senses, in the sense that, when I say attack, I mean
that's good.
come at it from those angles.
Yeah.
So you can give yourself no excuse.
That's so good, because if I put my memories on the note cards, if I'm feeling a little, oh man, I know I need some ice cream, before you take a bite of that ice cream, and take out the cards, read them, shopping with the girls, hiking with my family, family vacation, and making sweet love to my wife, that will put the ice cream down real quick. Because that's what's going to get you going.
Yeah.
Why else are you going to do it? To stay in bed, feel tired? No.
Yeah.
That's really powerful, babe. That's really, really good. I think a big one for me, for a sub skill, is people have to learn how to manage their time. Their time management.
Tell us more, please.
Well, because there's always excuses. Like, I don't have the time. I don't know how to do this. I can't cook meals.
Yes.
Well, here's the thing. If you learn how to manage your time, and when I say manage your time, I'm not talking about, I personally want to go to the bar, eat wings, and hang with the guys and do whatever else I got to do. Forget personal priorities right now. We're talking about getting the habits to lose the weight. And so it's scheduling time for grocery shopping. It is scheduling time to cook, whether it's your batch cooking on a Sunday, or you got time in your calendar for the meal prep during the week, right? You know how to schedule meetings. Your boss knows how to schedule meetings. You got to take them. So schedule time to do all that.
Yeah.
Schedule time to pack the lunches. Schedule time to do the workouts. Schedule time for the weight loss classes. Whatever it is. Schedule the time.
Yeah, you have a calendar, utilize it. Yeah. Yeah. And stick to it. Yeah.
We all have 24 hours in a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
The people who get stuff done know how to manage their time.
That's good. That's good. But if you have a job, you have to manage your time. So this is just another layer you put in there. We all have to eat. We all have to live, and that's a priority. Make it a priority.
But
Plain and simple.
what's more important, your health or Johnny at Johnny Walker?
Johnny Walker cannot help you when when you're in pain or if you're sick in the hospital. Johnny Walker cannot help you.
Yeah.
And those friends that you want to go out with, instead of planning food shopping, say, "Hey, I need to go food shopping. Y'all come with me and let's go food shopping. And you need to go food shopping too."
Yeah, and if they're friends, they're going to push you along. They're going to push you forward towards
You
your
push
direction.
them too, and you guys, work together to push each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they try to pull you the other way, they're not your friend.
They're not your friend.
Keep on going
Yeah,
what
you
you're
need
doing.
to make new friends.
Yeah.
I hate to say that, but yeah.
That's true. That's straight up. Number 4, I see just every single night. And what is that?
Journaling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big journaler. I love journaling. And if you're a paper lover like me, you buy the traveler's notebook, make it nice and fun, and you journal. And you write down everything. You write down what you ate. I write down everything I eat all day long. Everything I ate for the day and drink. I write it down, and I write down how I feel after. I write down how it made me feel, if I felt good, if I felt tired, if I felt sluggish. I mean, I don't feel those things, but I'm just saying, if I'm just giving an example, if I felt this way, I write that down.
Yeah.
I write down how much sunlight I get. I write down how much sleep I get. I keep a journal and track my behavior, and I go back and see if there's a pattern.
Like, oh my gosh, this past week I didn't get enough sun. I get more sun.
Exactly.
Or, oh my gosh, I didn't do my eye exercises to reverse my eyesight.
Yes.
Got to do more of that.
Exactly, because I write it
Whatever
down
it
and I
is.
can see it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really, really good. Journaling is really powerful because you can see it on paper. You're 100% correct. No, to add a little bit more onto scheduling, time management, I'm a planner.
Yes, you are.
I plan everything, like a vacation or whatever. You sit back and let me plan everything because
know.
I get it done.
I'm the type of wife that shows up with the bags.
Yeah, spending money, house stuff, whatever else. Give me what you got to do before I can plan it out. Right? Yeah.
I'm fortunate that in that sense that you're the planner.
Yeah, I can get some gift cards. I can become a carpenter. But anyway, but number 5 is you want to schedule your eating. Schedule your eating. Schedule your eating. And when I say schedule eating, when you eat the proper foods, you can schedule 5 to 6 meals per day. You can eat more, less often. And so when you schedule it, eat only at those appointment times. And now we're going to start getting rid of the word snacks. Snacks are no longer a thing in the vocabulary. We don't snack. We're eating for proper nutrition. And you only eat at those appointment times, even if you're not hungry. If you're hungry during the time, you do not eat, but eat only at the appointment times, because now what you're doing, you're training the body, training yourself, you're developing that skill to eat the right things when your body needs it.
Yeah.
And when you're going to find you're going to eat a lot less
Yeah.
of the good stuff, and you can have more energy through the day.
Yeah.
And what happens to the weight? Comes off.
Yeah. I like, for me, that's what I do. All right. In the morning, before I go do like really heavy weight training, strength training, I will eat just a little bit of fruit, because I try not to go do that on an empty stomach. That just doesn't work for me as a woman, right? So I'll eat something, but then after I get done strength training, I'll go eat my breakfast. And it's every day at that same time. But I'm not overeating, because I know in 3.5 hours when I have lunch, and then by a certain time we have dinner early. So it's like I have to stay on that schedule, and I don't ever overeat.
And your body knows it.
Yes.
Your body knows it 100%.
It knows when it's like, oh, no, shouldn't have done that. Or even when you eat past a certain time. I mean, life happens. Sometimes you eat late, but not all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And when I eat past a certain time, I don't like it. I don't like how I feel.
Eat on the schedule.
Yeah.
Eat on the schedule 100%. Like when we go traveling, I'm out of whack when we eat beyond the 5 o'clock hour
Yes.
for dinner. Right? We eat dinner for 5 o'clock for us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because we want to be done, food digested by the time we get ready for bed.
Correct. 100%. That's good. Okay. Well, you kind of alluded to number 6 about your heavy weightlifting, Mrs. Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, Mrs. Dorian Yates, Mrs. Olympia, Mrs. Universe. You put me to shame over here.
I love strength training. I love it. I would rather do strength training than jump around doing HIIT training. There's nothing wrong with HIIT training. That's just not for me. But find the type of exercise you love, but make sure there's some type of strength training in there.
Yeah. Exercise, strength training, because it's good to do cardio.
Yes.
Cardio is fantastic.
You need cardio, yeah.
I love cardio.
Yeah.
I love getting my heart rate up. I love sweating. The thing is, we do need weight training,
Yes.
strength training. And the reason why is because you have to build muscle.
Mm-hmm.
And when you build muscle, so if you look at muscle, like every cell of muscle, you're going to burn about 14 calories per day.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas fat will burn about 3
Wow.
calories
Come on
per day.
now.
So, what does
Who's
that
gonna
tell
go
you?
for?
Well, so think about that. So now I'm losing weight, but I'm not adding any more muscle. But I still have, so no more muscle, still got some fat. My metabolism to burn calories is not burned as much because I don't have as much fat anymore.
Right.
So in order to burn more fat, more calories, I got to build the muscle up, right?
Burn it, yeah.
3-4 times more than the fat. So now weight gain or weight loss, will start to happen again when you build muscle and you get more of your ideal composition of fat and muscle and the right composition. It's amazing how you think about that because the body works in amazing ways and it's
Yeah.
designed properly. It's amazing.
Wow. And aerobic activity, there's so many different types of exercises out there. People have no excuse, right? There's walking if you don't want to run. There's HIIT training if you don't like walking because it's too boring for you, right? There's different types of exercises you can do. There's strength training, there's yoga, there's Pilates, there's bar, there's rowing. There's so many exercises.
Find that one suits you.
Yeah,
See
find out what
yourself
makes-
doing
yeah.
it with time, right?
Yeah,
I'm not a runner. I don't see myself running at all.
Me neither. I
And so
used to, but
therefore,
not.
I'm not going to achieve a healthy weight.
Yeah.
Whereas I love cycling and weight training.
Right.
I see myself doing it.
Right.
And so, so you can start anywhere.
Yeah.
But I think the key point is that you got to start somewhere. Over time, you're going to be able to increase the duration, longer, do it for longer. You're going to be able to increase the intensity,
Because you're getting stronger, yeah.
getting stronger.
Yeah.
And start thinking in 5 years, 10 years down the road, and stop thinking next week, and I need a magic pill to feel better tomorrow.
There's no magic pill. The weight is not going to come off overnight. You're not going to build muscle overnight. All those things take time, and that's why you have to be patient with yourself.
Yeah. So skills and quit thinking in diets.
Yeah,
Diets are just
it's bad.
eat to fill your body with proper nutrition with the right type of calories,
Okay.
which leads to number 7,
Which is
we have to understand calorie dense foods.
okay.
You go to a fine restaurant, you get this nice little lobster sauce, whatever. They put it over your asparagus with all the butter and everything else, right? Asparagus, you're going to have all the fiber. You will have calories from all the protein. It's going to fill you up with not a lot of calories, but it's going to fill you up where I don't want to eat anymore. So now you're not, or potato. I forgot how many calories in that asparagus, but a whole potato, about 300 calories. It's hard to eat more than one potato, right? Dry, good potato. However, going back to that lobster sauce could have, in 1 tablespoon, 500 calories. There's so many calories in that little tablespoon, which has gone wasted and which you have to metabolize.
Yeah, when you could eat something that's more dense and filling,
Yes, with less calories.
less calories. Yeah, like a potato. Yeah,
That's the key to eating, right? And not have to worry about all the diets. When we talked about stuff we removed from the kitchen before, now it's understanding what you're actually eating.
right.
Right? right? So that's good. Okay, so that's number 7. I think this is a good one for you. Number 8 is what?
Learn to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Dang.
You know what that means, right? No pain, no gain. Right? Yeah, it's like it's going to be hard at first until you get good at it, it becomes easy. So it's not going to be fun at first when you have to give up your ho-hos and your ding-dongs and your potato chips and your wings and your ice cream and your cheese. It's not going to be fun. However, the payoff is so well worth it. So it's going to be uncomfortable to go through that, to remove that out of your pantry, your diet, and then you pick up new habits, new skills.
Yeah. I mean, that's a skill. It's changed the way you think, to know that as you ride that 45-minute Peloton Power Zone ride
At 4:30 in the morning
4:30 in the morning
on a rainy day.
at one of the top zones, which makes you breathe heavy, it's uncomfortable.
Yes.
I don't want to do it, but I see myself doing it, and I see the benefit from doing it. And when I get it done,
You feel amazing.
amazing. Amazing for the rest of the day. But that's what I see myself doing. So we got to be uncomfortable with it, or be comfortable with the uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's in anything. Yeah,
Anything. That's a great one.
that's good for your body.
Yeah, yeah. A big one. I mean, I'm not a big. I don't like the victimhood mentality at all. I don't like excuses. I don't like people in denial. We don't raise our kids that way. I don't like to hear it. I can hear it when people start talking right away, and it just drives me nuts. And that's because they think of all these different things they cannot do, and what's going to get in the way, and why they can't do something. So instead of putting all that energy of the things that are going to hold you back, those barriers to actually doing all this, all you got to do is come up with a solution and implement. And how can I overcome this? What can I do to get over that barrier, to get around that barrier? What's the solution there? It could be, I don't have enough time. What's the solution to that?
Make time.
Make time. How do you make time? How do I make time?
You rearrange your schedule. Sit down with your family. See what can be done. Move things around. You can move things around. If you
Yeah.
look at your schedule, you can move things around.
How important is it for you to lose weight? For me, it was really important. So what did I do? I wasn't a morning person. I got up at 4:30 in the morning.
He was not.
And that was uncomfortable.
Yeah, you've been doing it for how many years
Oh
now?
man, it's been a while now. I
Yeah,
lost
it
count.
became a habit, right? It became a skill that you implemented, right?
Well,
It was
yeah.
uncomfortable at first, but you became comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yes.
And it became a habit now that you never ever missed a day. I don't think you've ever missed a day.
Don't miss a day. We were out of town this past weekend.
He got up and he
Got up and exercised, came back, and everybody was like still sleeping. I was like, hey guys, open up the open up the curtain.
girls
Sun's
were not-
coming in because I'm feeling good. It's time to get up.
the girls were not happy with him.
Dad, no. But yeah, so no more excuses.
Yeah.
Get it done. Find a way so you can get around those barriers. It's that simple. And at the end of the day, this can be overwhelming for a lot of people. And so one of the best ways people can do anything to get to an end result easier and faster is what?
Get a health coach. A coach who can help you through this.
Yeah.
Because if you know you can't do it yourself, don't try it. Just get a health coach, somebody who can help you, hold you accountable, who can help you, who can see further down the road
Yeah.
than you can. If you can't see further down, you can't think in 5-year increments. Hire someone.
Yeah. You fall down, I'll pick you up.
Yeah.
You can't get over that barrier, I'm going to show you how to get over that barrier.
Yeah.
You know, if you got excuses, I'm going to hold you accountable.
Yeah.
Right? I'm there to coach you. I can see things that you cannot see. I can give you, impart wisdom to help you achieve your goal. Faster, easier, right?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So if you follow those, what type of results do you think you'll obtain?
Yeah, well, you're going to lose 1 or 2 pounds a week, and you're going to get your optimal weight. You know, just do the math. You know, maybe it's 50 pounds. It may take you a whole year, but beautiful. Imagine how you're going to feel in a year, and imagine the skills you have developed over a year. You can keep that going.
Yeah.
You can keep it off the weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to get your optimal weight.
All right.
I think also too is that you're not going to be in that 71% or 70% of people who are overweight or obese. I'm talking about people who have like a BMI, the big common thing, 25, over 25 or over 30 for obese. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. What do you think are some of the benefits or results?
I'm thinking that you don't be a lifetime dieter, because everybody's always on a diet. I'm on the keto diet. I'm on this diet. I'm on that diet, and it's a yo-yo diet. And then, because you lose a couple pounds, you get excited, you go back to your bad habits, and you gain it back, and you gain back even more.
That's exactly, you said it right there. When you think about diets is something you do temporarily. It's not something you do and develop a skill for. And that's exactly what we're telling you to do. Develop the skill.
Yeah, make it make it a lifestyle. That's what they say. Make it a lifestyle. It's like, this is how you live from now on. This is not something I'm just doing to lose weight for the wedding. I'm not losing weight for my for my
The beach is summertime.
yeah, summertime.
I'm gonna
right?
I'm gonna
Vacation.
I'm gonna wash their clothes with my
Chicken.
abs.
So silly. You silly man.
But that's really, really good though. And then and the thing is, if you think about people dieting, there's 20% of the people that lose 10% of their body weight have only maintained it for a year. 1 out of 5 people who lost 10%. So if you're at 200 pounds, lost 20 pounds, only 1 in 5 people can keep it off for a whole entire year.
You don't want to be one of those people, do you?
Develop a skill.
Develop the skill and keep it off for good. You'll feel so much better.
100% feel better.
Yeah.
And that's really it right there. If you can change the way of thinking about losing weight as a skill, develop the habits, and implement those 10 things that we talked about, how to develop that skill even further, you're going to lose weight and keep it off and just feel amazing.
You're going to feel like that.
So thank you for watching the video. I know we have hopefully unlocked the key for you to lasting weight loss results.
Until next time, be well.
All right. Take care.